Good morning. Quick plug, then I'm on to the topic. If you like this video and you'd like to push this content out to other people, give it a thumbs up. YouTube pays attention to that. And subscribe if you want to get notifications of further videos. Now on to the topic. Years and years before I got saved, I worked at a company in which times were getting rough and it looked like the company might shut down. There's a fellow employee of mine I worked with who had been locked up for armed robbery. I think he served 5 years in prison. And I asked him the question, hey, if we get laid off and times get tough, would you go back to robbing liquor stores? I think that's what he hit, was liquor stores. His answer really shocked me. He said yes, in a heartbeat almost. And I was astounded. And I asked him, I said, well, why would you do that? You spent 5 years in prison for that. He said that he had robbed 7 stores before he got caught with the 8th one. And the only reason why he feels he got caught is because he had someone help him on that one, whereas the other ones he did by himself. That someone got caught for something else and thought he had been caught for the robbery and started spilling the beans on everything. So that's what got him in trouble. Someone was snitched, a fellow robber, basically, a partner with him in his crime, snitched him out. And that's how it goes with crime or with any other conspiracy type thing. Now, that logic actually led me to the truth of Jesus Christ. Not at that time, we weren't discussing religion. Years later, just when in my thinking, you know there were 12 apostles. You know that after the crucifixion of Jesus, there was a resurrection. Well, some of you may doubt that, but if you're a Christian, you know that. You should also know, if you don't, that one of those apostles committed suicide almost right away because he was ashamed. He was the one that betrayed Jesus. So he's out of the picture. Another one was not killed for his faith, but he suffered much hardship and punishment for it. That would be John, who wrote the book of Revelation. The other 10 died horrible deaths for something they seen that made them so convinced that that was okay to do, but they were not going to betray Jesus. They witnessed the resurrection. And the whole key to the Christian faith is the resurrection. Were it not for the resurrection, as Paul stated, we would be men most miserable. I would add women to that also. So, an armed robber's logic actually leads to the logic that supports Jesus. You're not going to have a group of people involved in anything and then someone starts pointing fingers and people start getting killed for it, that they don't back up and say, okay, kidding. It really didn't happen that way. None of them recanted. Now, there might be some of you out there who say, well, I don't even believe the apostles existed. Look, put your heads in the sand if you want to. The fact is, they existed. There are numerous historical documents that show they existed. History being what's in the Bible and what's outside the Bible. And we know where most of them are buried at, because of tradition that was kept alive by those who revered these apostles. So, yes, Jesus did die on a cross. Yes, Jesus, as astounding as it sounds, resurrected from the dead. Yes, there were 12 apostles. Yes, there were one who committed suicide, one who actually lived a very old age, but the other 10 were killed for their faith. Now, no one that is of a right mind will willingly die for something they know is a lie. Now, I know some of you are going to say, what about Muslims? They die for their faith all the time. They die for their faith because they think it's true. But if they knew it was a lie, they would not do that. That is insane. Look, if you don't know Jesus, I heavily advise that you know him, because the Bible does say, every knee shall bow and every tongue shall confess that Jesus is Lord. And I'd rather say that this side of the judgment seat than the other. And besides, it is a truly blessed life. No matter if hard times come, it is a truly blessed life. And I'm going to end this video right here. Jesus loves you.